we've looked at those four individual seals, and they've seen their expressions of God's wrath. Let me point something else out. Who is it that is breaking these seals? This is very important to note. It's Jesus Christ who is breaking these seals. Not Satan, not his Antichrist, not the false prophet, nor human beings, other human beings here on the face of the earth. It is Jesus Christ, the Lamb of God, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, who is breaking these seals. This is indicating that he, with full authority, is the one who is unleashing these different forms of God's wrath upon the earth. Again, this is coming from Christ. This is not coming from Satan and his forces. So this is the work of God, the wrath of God, not the wrath of man that's being described here in the first four seals. And as we saw earlier, those first four seals are the same thing as the beginning of birth pangs in Matthew 24. We saw that Jesus is placing the beginning of birth pangs before the abomination of desolation in the middle of the 70th week. The implication is those beginning of birth pangs are in the first half of the 70th week. That means, therefore, that the first four seals are in the first half of the 70th week. And since those first four seals are expressions of the wrath of God, that means the wrath of God is being poured out in certain respects during the first half of the 70th week. And since, as we saw earlier, that the church saints are to be raptured out of the world before the wrath of God begins on planet Earth in that future period of trouble, sometimes called the Day of the Lord, this indicates that the church will be raptured out of the world before the 70th week of Daniel 9 begins, before that 7-year period that many scholars have called the tribulation period will begin. That forces me to conclude again that we're having inferred here a pre-tribulation rapture of the church from the earth before that 7-year tribulation period.